Hello everyone and welcome to game 2 here on Atlantis Spaceship. Let me go ahead and pull up my timer once more. Game 2 on Atlantis Spaceship. Game 1 taken by Sliveko pretty impressively. We'll see if Sliveko will be able to repeat that or if the Protoss player will be able to even up the series at 1 game apiece. Now, taking a look at the game, Protoss player spawning here at the 9 o'clock position. Meanwhile, here at the 12 o'clock position, Sliveko as the red Zerg. Now, Atlantis Spaceship, one of those maps where I've only cast a few games on it. There is a rich Vespene geyser that does need 4 workers in order to effectively harvest from. That is interesting because even though it's a higher rate of return per worker, you actually have to have more workers to get full saturation. Not quite sure how the math works out. Also, another thing that can happen is that units can easily shoot up onto the high ground and destroy this one particular assimilator while staying outside the base. Very, very impressive how those roaches can spit acid up a 2-story building. Anyways, let's take a look at how the strategies are working out. So far, it looks like the Protoss player will be setting up a forge. Nope, it's not going to be a forge fast expansion, just setting up an earlier gateway this time. So a fast gateway here on Atlantis Spaceship. Meanwhile, let's take a look at Sliveko, and Sliveko is going to be setting up a faster pool. So Sliveko with that fast spawning pool, we'll see what he exactly does with that faster spawning pool. And if he will be going for a heavier Zergling count like he did in game 1. Alright, probe gonna slip up the ramp after checking the natural, seeing that there is nothing there. Making his way up and is gonna see a drone now try to slip by. This drone does want to grow up and be a hatchery. Is it going to be able to make it in time? No. The Protoss player gets there just in time to disrupt, and now the probe is still just dancing around, disrupting this drone from really doing much of anything. The drone wants to grow up and be a hatchery, and he will be able to do exactly that as the probe now slips up onto the high ground. Spawning pool has already been completed. A queen is being added, and we'll see if how many Zerglings will be added as well. Meanwhile, coming back over here, we are hiding a cybernetics core, and this is interesting. Sliveko has yet to see anything on the front door as of yet, and now with a zealot being added, he may be suspecting that his opponent is going for a forge fast expansion when he is in fact not. One zealot is already out. You can see that there is one probe sitting at the down over here, and what will this overlord spot is the key question. Sliveko now coming down the ramp. There is this probe in this position, and will he be warping in a nexus sometime soon? All right, it looks like that nexus will be warping in sometime soon. Yes, where is it? They keep on seeing 400 minerals and then it being canceled. Not quite sure why. And what is he doing? Oh, additional gateways instead. Alright, so we are going to see the Overlord now trying to fly away. Sliveko, will he be able to get away? I believe so, since he does have a faster movement speed ever since the patch. And that Overlord will get back up onto that high ground with little to no problems. Alright, Stalker now trying to push out. We do have a proxy pylon coming in here, a drone. Oh, did he spot that? Was it spotted? Let's see. Did Sliveko spot this pylon? No, he did not. Just simply canceled this hatchery after realizing that he may be dealing with a 4-gate. But however, he is not going to be dealing with a 4-gate. He is actually dealing with a 5-gate here. 20 probes. And now we see perhaps some defense being added by Sliveko. Sliveko definitely needs that static defense there, as the Stalkers and the Zealots are going to try to push their way in. Here you go. Here's an engagement. Zerglings coming down the ramp, and how much damage will be had. We can see 2 pylons are in position. Reinforcements need to be coming in. Warp gates now all operational. We are going to see 5 warp gates all at once, and now we have 3 Zealots, perhaps even more Zealots still warping in here. 5 Zealots now warping in, and that is going to be a very large army. And what is going to be happening next? Zerglings and Zealots, both sides engaging. The Stalkers are actually in a good position, and alongside the Zealots, as they are limiting their surface area. However, this is going to be a problem as there's only two Zealots left. Is it going to be enough of SIW still with a very, very low number of units? Is the Stalker going to be able to get up onto the high ground? Yes, it is. And now warping in some units onto the high ground while moving some Zealots up the ramp. All right, what is going to be happening here? One Spine Crawler now trying to make its way in. Are we going to perhaps see a force field on the ramp? Yes, we do. Spine Crawler now warping in as the Zealots are going to go after the Queen. It does get taken down as the Zealots are going to get destroyed here. Zealots are still inside the base. A second force field does come in, trapping some Zerglings on the low ground once more. And the sentries are still trying to back away still. Zerglings and sentries still battling it out. 31-29. Force field on the ramp. There's a cancellation, and there is the GG. VPBenq's SIW losing a quick game 2 here on Atlantis Spaceship. Stay tuned for game 3.